All right, flat Arakians. You ever have one of those days where you wake up and realize God is in your passenger seat? I'm down in Hughe Basin, minding my melange, when Morgan Freeman just strolls himself into the lab, looking like a Fremen who just narrated the universe into existence. So I say, hey, how's it going? He nods. I asked him a bunch of questions about Jim Carrey. Didn't have much of an opinion on him. And then I decided to take off and go to the deep desert. Well, as I went to the deep desert, I realized
Arrakis.
So did Morgan Freeman.
Right here, in the center of the booties themselves, A6.
So I looked at Morgan. I said, well, I'm going to go do some spice farming in my sand crawler. Have you ever drove a sand crawler? And he said, Nay, I have not. I said, Morgan Freeman, have you ever had spice melange? And he said, Nay, I have not. I said, Morgan Freeman, worms are fake, right? The worms are fake. We don't even have to worry about that. He said, it has been told. So I assumed I was right.
Okay, so, yeah, because sometimes you got a guy that says yes, sometimes. But this is a guy that's just saying, yes, man, he's coming out here. Now, my hope is that Morgan Freeman has never done any of this before. He's never done any of this, and that he's just like, whoa, this is freaking cray-cray. And if that's the case, I am really glad that I saw you in Hughe Basin, because, yeah, that's good for me. So we're going to go out to this plume. When we get to this plume, some noises are going to happen. It's going to be a little freaky. It's not going to be the normal things you would hear, but it's going to sound a lot like sandworms are coming. I promise you, sandworms are not coming unless the red thing comes. Now, that being said, there is a 1% chance that a sandworm's just going to show up. I'm going to try to keep an eye out for that. Rarely does that ever happen, that a sandworm just decides, hey, I'm going to eat you from right underneath. But, yeah, sometimes it does. So that's a risk. I have not told him the risks yet. I don't know if he's watching the stream right now. And if you are watching the stream now, surprise. The risk is you may just lose some shit. But the beauty is, my hope was you wouldn't wearing anything special anyway, and we can replace it if you die. Okay, so I am assuming you can't hear me, right? I know that the people in the viewership can, but I'm assuming there he is. There's Shai Halud. There that little bitch is. It's gonna get interesting because I think he's already angry. That means there might be somebody here already. This looks like a relatively big plume, though. I'm a little excited about this whole thing. All right, so we waited until we got out there, but this is a guy. Morgan Freeman is the kind of guy I want to be in life. He is somebody saying to me, I'm open to life experience. Let's do this. Gets your heart pumping. So yeah, it's much easier for him or them, whoever they are. And remember, sand trout surge is the flavor. That's the flavor we're looking for. You want to say to them, when you get your, what do we do here? I'm going to put sand trout surge right up here. You see, sand trout surge is the flavor that you, of the deep desert, are looking for. That's right. So the flavors we are looking for sand trout surge. Now, some people might say to you, hey, asshole, sand trout surge isn't a real flavor. Nobody has that surge. If you tell them that you heard from a Hughe Jasole, you heard from Hughe Jasole on 4D and 4D that they were selling sand trout surge and you wanted to taste sand trout surge for your own self. If you tell them that, I can assure you sand trout surge is going to be next on the menu, and that's where we're going to get our flavors from. So sand trout surge is on the flavor or on the menu next. After we get sand trout surge, you know what else we're going to have? We're going to have things like blood buckets. We know blood buckets is the next one we want to see. We want to see blood buckets because blood buckets is the type of flavor that it's got that rusty metallic flavor. You know, blood buckets. And right now, you're probably thinking to yourself, man, there's nothing more refreshing than the dusty flavor of a dead Harkonnen. Now, I agree. But we've got to get Dubby sand trout surge first made so that then we can get blood buckets. Then we can get the wolf, yellow snow wolf pack versions. That's what we're looking to do. We're looking to touch the Dubby community and the Dune community and say, hey, we're here. What we got now?
And it turns out we ran out of gas. Had to fly away for a sandstorm, and sure as crap, turned into a storm of our own. I got excited, admittedly. Wasn't thinking about the amount of fuel that I didn't bring. And, yeah. So we ended up in some trouble. I had never run out of fuel in a carrier before. Neither had Morgan. And I did not know that the crawler was going to plummet to the ground with all of our spice melange and all of our spice sand in it. And as we went crashing to the ground, me and Morgan Freeman, Morgan kept me sane. So naturally I did what any sane reporter would do. When we crashed, I jumped right out into the sand and started walking out to try to get my crawler back. Buckle up, flat Arakians. You're about to see something interesting. So I went out to get that crawler back. Probably should have just waited. Now I'd like you to watch the rest of this because this is, I have ever seen it, is the best possible evidence that sandworms do not exist. You're going to see the hologram come get me. Didn't matter whether I moved forward, backward. Magically, it's always in the right spot, right? And then it gobbles me up, and I turn up naked in a government facility with, oddly enough, my thopter, my tool right in my hand. So I don't know exactly what happens to you, but if I wake up naked with my tool in my hand, I know something happened with the government. I know the government's responsible, and it had nothing to do with me. Thanks for watching. Feel free. Again, hashtag Dubby. Again, hashtag booties. for 10% off all your Dubby purchases. And thank you so much for watching. Hopefully, me and Morgan Freeman will get together soon. Thank you so much for watching. And again, Spice Warriors, remember, the truth is out there. And stay hard.
Nope, nope, nope. Well, I'm glad I was streaming for that. Yeah. Yeah. That sucks. Glad I was streaming for that. That was brutal. That was brutal. I wanted to see if I could back the fuck out. Yeah. Hashtag booties. 10% off all your needs. Holy fuck, that pisses me off, but it is what it is. We're fine. Yeah, that is just a real bummer. Look at Morgan Freeman. See, on a Sunday, you know what? Morgan Freeman kind of is God now. It's Sunday. I just lost a crawler, like a straight up crawler, just out, gobbled right up. I lost my power harness. I lost all my best gear because I had it all on trying to protect this fucking guy. I didn't even think about the fact that we were out here doing this thing. So yeah, I totally fucked up. Lost all my best shit. But Morgan Freeman is here And he says to me, hey, listen, it's not about material things. He's not a material girl in a material world. He's a normal girl in a non-material world. Wait, what?
Remember all, please do not like, follow, and subscribe. Don't need you feeding my ego. What I would like is for you to continue to play hard and stay hard.